And welcome to day 7. We're over halfway through, okay? And we've gone through the legal aspects. We've talked about taking ownership and following through. We've talked about the men and women and doing things together as a unit, as a partnership. We've talked about the pride in your responsibility, as well as paying attention to the simple signs and not being afraid of when you're thrown into perhaps unexpected roles. Today on day 7, we're going to be still in the book of Luke, still in chapter 2, but focusing on verses 16 through 19. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And it says, "And they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby laying in a manger. And when they saw it, they made known the saying that had been told to them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds told them. But Mary treasured up all these things, pondering them in her heart." So we had talked about the shepherds a couple days ago, and then we talked about the angel being shown to them, but we're back to the shepherds. The shepherds were so excited to go and see what they had been told about. They just ran, and then they told Mary and everybody else, honestly, within the vicinity, what they had heard. When we learn as landowners, as land stewards, when we learn something new and exciting, we're also usually ready to tell everyone and everything what we had just discovered. This particularly reminds me of maybe the cost share programs or different workshops that are out there. Maybe it's even the carbon or other natural capital assets that are, growing and emerging in different markets. We are so excited about all these new opportunities, about everything we've just discovered. We're going to tell everybody and their neighbor about it. But what sticks out to me particularly from this verse here is not that the shepherds shared the news. I'm very excited, and I definitely think we should all be sharing great news, things that have really inspired us a lot more. But what I want to focus in on today is what Mary did with the news, the pondering them in her heart. This is important to me because, especially as women, we often keep something important to us that we've heard close to our heart, okay? This doesn't mean that we shouldn't be sharing the news just like the shepherds. It means that if something is important enough, it's not just going to pass from one ear through the other. We are going to really kind of reflect on it. We're not just going to forget about it. There are so many programs, so many events, so many opportunities that just pass through one ear and out the other that we instantly forget, no matter how excited the other person may be. There are some things that we really need to reflect on. And this reflection is going to help us in a lot of different ways. One, when it comes to our land, it means that we aren't making decisions out there as an afterthought. We're not like, okay, that sounds good. We'll just go ahead and do this. We're not just going to be like, okay, yeah, it's time to harvest. Let's just go get this done. Oh, that sounds like a good program. Let's go ahead and sign up for the next 30 years. This is going to be something that we're going to put a lot of thought into. We're going to reflect on. We're going to think about what is it that we're hearing about fill in the blank program, enrollment, harvesting, working with this particular forester. These are all things that we're not just going to sign up for because someone was very excited about. We're going to ponder them in our heart. We're going to reflect on it, especially when it comes into major important decisions. We should be very excited to share all these things that we learn, to share about the experiences we've had when it comes to our land, to share about the opportunities that we see are on the market or open at our county extension office. But we should take the time to ponder them in our heart. And when we do this, we will make sure that we are aligning with the right programs, we're doing things at the right time, and we are aligning ourselves, aligning our land with something that does truly align with our vision, with our future, with what we want to happen stewardship-wise for our property. So when you see something that's exciting, be like the shepherds, tell everyone about it, tell them about your personal experiences. But if you hear something exciting, I want us to be like Mary and treasure and ponder these things in our heart. Reflect on it and really just make sure that it aligns with everything you want for the future. All right, we are in those last final days. Stay with me as we continue this Christmas story and how it connects in our land stewardship, and I will talk to you